All right. Okay. I'll let you. No. We're gonna do this one. I was gonna talk about the the Burnout
Fahrenheit
Paradise
Paradox.
remaster. No, let's do both. I know you don't know anything about Burnout Paradise, really.
Eh.
Here's. I don't necessarily want to talk about the Burnout Paradise remaster. Here's why I wanted to bring it up.
Uh-huh.
Because Burnout Paradise is a really good game.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
and I think it's interesting that they're remastering this one because it just seems like the kind of game that wouldn't, like
I mean, it didn't really seem to me like many people were asking for it.
right. Um,
It just seems like it was out of the blue. I wonder if they're trying to.
this so what I wanted to talk about with let me see if I can bring it up here. Burnout Paradise is
Burn
that
out the
I think this
paradise.
is a great idea. Whether you like Burnout Paradise or not, which most people I met love Burnout Paradise. What do I like about this? I like the fact that it's not a huge IP. Well, it is. Burnout was pretty big for a while, but
Yeah.
um, they should do more surprise games like this. Like, this is not the type of game I would expect them to remaster. This is the type of game they should remaster, though. Because there's just too many. Like, instead of focusing on. I'll type it out for you.
All right. Well, let me. The thing that really just kind of irks me about Burnout Paradise Remastered was when we saw the trailer because you showed it to me about half an hour ago.
Which I can't play because, well, I can play it on Twitch, but I can't upload it to YouTube because it plays Paradise City.
Yeah, copyrighted. But the one thing that we both fucking hated about it was that stamp, EA Games.
Well, yeah, I hate EA games.
That was the worst part.
But they're not gonna. I mean,
knowing them, they'd try to somehow incorporate microtransactions.
Well, speaking of which,
like they'd be like, "Oh, you want to get this car?"
I wasn't gonna bring this up, but since you mentioned that, this is funny. Let's go to one of these here.
Oh, okay.
So, when a game gets remastered, it's not uncommon for developers/publishers to plug in new features that maybe weren't as prevalent when the game first launched. Folks got a bit wary following yesterday's announcement that Burnout Paradise Remastered was set to launch in a few weeks. That's coming out in a few weeks?
Yeah, it's like March 13th.
What? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it's coming out really soon. Which
oh wow, dude, I
be...
fucking want it. Is it physical? Or is it digital only?
I'd be kind of upset if it was digital only. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, March 16th, right there.
Oh shit, yeah. Anyways, as the game's listing included the phrase in-game purchases optional.
Oh shit.
Given the current state of gaming, you'd be okay. So what happened was it's just a heads up, but the store listing for Burnout Paradise that mentions in-game purchases optional is an error.
Oh, of course.
There is no microtransactions or any additional pay. So apparently what happened was...
Of course they're going to try to say it as an error.
Well, I don't think there is microtransactions. Apparently what happened was that EA's just gotten so used to it, I would assume, is that they accidentally listed this game. They have separate lists because they do it to categorize things for when, like, they have to go through things like ESRB, or they have to, like, I don't know, just whatever, things like that. They have to, like, state things like that for legality reasons. And I think they're just so used to that being on most of their games, they accidentally listed Burnout Paradise as a microtransaction game. So when it went through on the digital store, they put down, like, any game that's labeled that they know is going to have microtransactions, they put that down, in-game purchases optional. So I think that's what happened. I don't think there is microtransactions. I just found that funny. But anyways, since you brought that up, I thought I would talk about that for a moment. But there's not much to say. It's just a mistake, it seems. This game's going to have all the DLC, too, that was released for Burnout Paradise, which is great, because there apparently was a couple great ones. I think there was, like, a Cops and Robbers one, where, like, you're a bunch of, like, you play online, and I think you're a bunch of cops, and you have to, like, take down the robbers. I never got to play that because I didn't have money back then, so I'm going to get to play the DLC, hopefully, if I ever get time to fucking play it. But, the real reason I really wanted to bring this up is because this is a perfect type of game that should have a remaster. A game that maybe not necessarily everybody had, but it has some kind of cult following, and they should try to bring it back somehow. Like, these are the types of games they should be remastering, not fucking Skyrim, not even Grand Theft Auto again, which I guess they haven't really remastered. They just re-released
They
it.
kind of
right?
ported it.
Yeah. But I'm just like, they don't need those. Like, I would even argue that you don't necessarily need a Spyro or Crash remake. Those ones, I'm glad they're doing. Like, I would say, okay, those ones they should, but then I think there's another tier of games like these need it. Like, these games should be remastered because in the future it's going to be a little bit more difficult to play some of these.
Mm-hmm.
And they're games that didn't get enough attention back then. This is getting a lot of attention now. So, because
wow, the game came out 10 years ago?
yeah,
Damn.
like,
I mean, 10-year anniversary. Makes
like
sense.
as much as I love it, Halo 3, I think that's on the tier of Spyro. No,
It'd be
actually,
nice to
I
get a
think okay,
remaster
let
of
me
it.
let me add another tier. The Halo 3 tier, which is like, we could remaster it. It'd be fun. Spyro, you should. Burnout, what an amazing idea. Like, that's the tier this is on, because that was something that it's like, oh wow. Now they did make this backwards compatible on the Xbox One, but regardless, like, is a perfect type of game that could be remastered. I suppose it's actually, when you get down to it, harder to play the old Spyro games than it is something like this. But this is just a game that should be brought to more people's attention. It just didn't get enough attention, I felt. So now it is.
Yeah.
But like, you know, Halo 3, it's one of those things that's like, well, it's already backwards compatible. It can't be multi-console anyways because it's a Halo game. So do we really need it? No. Do I want it? Sure. But like, this is something like, this was a great idea. I'm trying to think if there's any other games that they should like do that for, that are like in that Burnout tier. Like, wow, not a lot of people really played this. Maybe they should. It has a cult following. Maybe.
Klonoa? That has a cult following.
I don't know. I don't know much about Klonoa.
The only thing that I don't know about it is if it had any sequels that were on more recent consoles.
Some games are easy, like if it's hard to find and play. Mega Man Legends, a lot of people like something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's too easy
Yes.
because it's tough for people to play. It's expensive. You have to have old consoles.
Or better yet, make a third Mega Man Legends game.
Well, sure.
Because as it stands now, Mega Man Legends 2 is on a fucking cliffhanger, and I still haven't beaten it yet. I'm at the end of the game, and it's just, they started making a third one, but they canceled it for whatever reason. It was because of some reason. I read about it, but I forgot about it. Anyways, there's my rant.
I'm trying to think real quick before we end this segment if there's anything else. Like, there's a couple I think are close, like a game like Eternal Sonata.
I never played that one.
Play it.
I don't have it.
Fucking play it. Buy it. I don't know if that one's that expensive.
It's too hard to buy. Maybe they should remaster it.
Yeah, maybe they should remaster it. Here, I'll show you pictures. Eternal Sonata. Eternal
You
Sonata.
misspelled.
Look at these beautiful pictures.
Wow, it's like a fucking RPG.
It is an RPG.
Oh, well, okay.
It's kind of a unique one, though. Oh, nice. Look at it. Eternal Sonatas.
The fucking
Look at all the
cards.
Eternal Sonatas. Hang on.
Was Blue Dragon really popular?
I think it has a following. I've heard mixed things about the game. I think that's the problem with a game like Blue Dragon. I wouldn't say they shouldn't remaster it, but I think the problem is that the opinions on it are so mixed. It's hard to say, like, would it sell? Because I know a lot of people who are like, it was good. Some people were like, it was a little overrated, and some people were like, I didn't understand why people thought it was good.
I personally, if they remastered it, I'm not entirely sure if I'd pick it up because
I wouldn't either. Like, I've heard too many mixed things for me to be like, I gotta get that one.
Yeah.
But Burnout Paradise is something that, like, the majority of people, probably 70% of people that played it, had a good time playing it.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
Let me look something
So
up.
see, I'm thinking of games but they've already done it. Like I was gonna say, what's it called? Muramasa Rebirth, but they put that on the Vita, which I mean they could put it on consoles.
They're
but
already making an Okami one too.
Okami HD.
Yeah,
That's already out.
That already is out.
So, that was a good one. That was a good choice. You know, I don't know. Maybe people can help us out. Tell us what games you really want remastered.
I like how we started out talking about that. Should just be its own segment right there.
Yeah.
Games
well,
that
that
need
was
to be
the
remastered.
that was kind of the idea, because I'm like, I know you don't know Burnout very well.
Mario 64, people think.
Yeah, Nintendo games are a lot of
These
those
are
ones.
some weird ones because I typed in games that need to be remastered and I'm getting like Resident Evil 4.
You know what we don't have for some
Time
reason?
Splitters.
We don't have a Super Mario Sunshine remastered.
Dude, that game needs.
Why
to
do
be,
we not have a Super Mario Sunshine remastered?
That's my personal favorite.
We got
Mario
Wind
game.
Waker. We got Wind Waker.
And people are also saying Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Well, that's already no. It's not getting a remaster, but it's getting
Left 4 Dead 2.
Fuck no, that doesn't need a remaster.
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, Half-Life 1 and 2.
Yeah, that could use
Deus
one.
Ex.
Some of those are too easy.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking of more obscure things.
More obscure like gems that people.
Right, like hidden gems. That's what it really is. Hidden gems are perfect for remasters.
Yeah. Tony Hawk Underground. What? Apparently, Last of Us was one of them because it did happen.
Wait, oh yeah. Yeah, Tony Hawk's Underground actually. That's 10 amazing games you have missed this year. No, I'm just looking up I'm on my phone. Here.
Beautiful Joe. Ooh.
That could.
Once again, Morrowind. Morrowind. I know it's Skyrim related.
Morrowind should get a remaster.
No,
Morrowind should get a remaster.
I know it's Skyrim related. It's like Elder Scrolls, but Morrowind. That game seems like it would be so fun if it was just if it
biggest
didn't run
hidden
so
gem
much like
video
shit.
games of all time.
Danganronpa, or whatever you call it.
That doesn't need a remaster.
Oh, Asura's Wrath. I think that's Asura's Wrath, isn't it? No, that's just Justice
don't
League.
know.
I don't fucking know.
None of these are good.
Did I just see Devil's Third right there?
Might have been. I don't know. I'm not seeing any good pictures that I can think of. Well, I would say the Dot Hack series, but they did just do that one on the PS4 that has a few of them.
I would have said Metroid, but they just did that with.
That's
Metroid
what I'm saying.
too.
I was gonna say there's a couple that they haven't got the ones I want yet. Like Metroid, they remastered the second one. It's time to do Metroid Fusion, but I think that's gonna come anyway. So,
oh my God!
They
Look
just
at that
did
bodybuilder.
I like how we just get off topic.
Oh
Jesus! I'd rather be obese.
Yeah, at least then you can roll places easier.
Yeah, I can roll down hills. What is going on here?
Let's not dig into it.
All right, yeah. What? That's so random. Any of the Golden Sun games? Oh Jesus! Some of the Fire Emblem games.
What the
Nintendo.
fuck is that?
Oh my! Wow. Okay.
Wow. Those
Yeah.
look like lists right there. Those pictures.
Like this?
Yeah.
I don't know any of these games.
Waiting.
No, Bejeweled 3 needs a remaster.
Okay.
Bejeweled 3 confirmed.
All right, we are getting way into this.
It doesn't matter. I'm having fun. Okay. Look, they stole this from Sonic Gems.
Hidden Gems collection.
Yeah. Remaster Sonic Gems.
Do it.
And Sonic Mega Collection. No, actually, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 should get a legit remaster.
That too, but knowing Sega,
Because I know
Sonic Gems will
Sega
get
fucks.
fucked up.
I love Sega, but they fuck everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 do have the ports, so to speak. They're HD, they put them in HD, but
Yeah.
whatever. This game's a hidden gem. I played that game. It is
What, Oni Chanbara or
not
something like that?
Oni Chanbara's Bikini Zombie Slayers. Austin used to have it, and I think we played it or something one time, and it was
No
okay.
way.
Anyways, yeah, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 I think should. get like a full-fledged remaster.
How about you look up hidden gems that need to be remastered instead of
You know
best
what?
hidden
I can
gems?
think of one, but this is I was gonna say it, but the thing is, it's gonna lose a lot of people. Hang on.
The
Wait.
Simpsons Hit and Run. Mass Effect.
Yes.
Mass Effect
Simpsons
trilogy.
Hit and Run's a perfect one.
Mass Effect trilogy.
They did that. Well, they didn't do like a remaster,
I
but they did
know.
a.
That's what I'm seeing people say. Lego Island.
Yeah, that's not. That one's a little aged though. I don't know. Here's one.
Oh, 13. I remember that
Oh
fucking
yeah.
game.
What is going on? What is these pictures like? Why do I keep? Does this look like 13? Does this look like 13 to you?
13 tattoos,
I'm probably.
baby.
I don't know if I can show that on YouTube, honestly, but I don't have like.
Just put a big picture of your face on her butt.
Yeah. Okay. I will.
No, just put a picture of a butt on her butt.
I will.
There you go. Censor.
My butt on her butt.
Put a picture of your butt on her butt.
I will.
Censor, like, you know.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna put okay, somewhere my face.
Oh yeah.
Her butt. There. Now okay. Yes, 13 extremely underrated video game in my opinion. Needs a remaster. Never got a remake or a sequel. But honestly, I don't know who would do it. I don't know who owns the license to this anymore.
They're gonna make a sequel called 14.
Oh, it was a Ubisoft game. God damn it! I hit the button.
The Button.
Yes, I hit the button.
They already made a remaster of Thief, didn't they?
Thief?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Didn't like suck ass too.
Maybe.
Anyways. Yeah, we're going like way over time though.
Who cares?
How much? What are we at? An hour? Not even though, because the first like 3 minutes of recording are.
Eternal Darkness. Planescape.
All right.
Are we done with this topic?
I don't know. That might be a fun one to try. Another one to try.
There's
Like
just-
maybe do a top 10 of like what
the
games
first
we want to see.
fucking Fallout games.
Yeah, those would be good ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Those
I'm
do
done.
have
I'm done now. I put the phone down.
Those do have a pretty big cult following.